What's up, guys? Happy Monday. I'm like bellying up to my bar, my island here with you guys tonight. Manic Monday. It's March Madness. It's a fresh start. It's a new month. I wanted to take tonight to walk you through your habit tracker. Answer any questions that you guys have. What's up, guys? Give me a heart, give me a thumbs up, jump in the comment feature, tell me where you are watching from. Guys, it is truly the things that you do over and over consistently that equal your progress, that equal your results. And here's the thing, I've been fielding emails and messages from clients. We just had a really big session of lean wrap up. Cannot wait to share with you just the hundreds and hundreds of success stories that have come out of that. But just a handful of people reaching out to me, disappointed with the speed of their progress. All right, Amanda, I only lost 4 pounds. I only lost 5 pounds. I only lost 6 pounds. And here's the thing. When we're looking for quick results, when we're looking for fast progress, in most cases, you're like living on the diet roller coaster. Yes, you are all in, fast, 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 quick start. But the minute things slow down, you get discouraged and you give up. And you stop doing the small things that you need to do in order to be successful. And here's the deal, guys. Health and wellness, it's a long game, okay? It is a long game. You have to be in it from now until forever, okay? It never stops. It never ends. It never gets easy, okay? It's always effort. So when you focus on these things, these small habits that you can do consistently over and over, and you make a commitment to this every 30 days, okay? That's what I love about this habit tracker, is it's like, it's a fresh start. You know, this is what we do in my monthly membership. Every month I'm like, okay guys, it's a new 4 weeks. What are you committing to this 4 weeks, okay? What are your goals? What are we doing? And you have to break it down like that. You can't, again, it is a long game, but you can't look at it as a long game. I had someone reach out to me and was like, Amanda, I have 100 pounds to lose. You know, how do you stay motivated? And I was like, you start with 10. You focus on the first 10. And then when you get the first 10 down, then you start with another, you go to another 10. You know, and it's just like chipping away at it little by little. If you look at it as 100 pounds, then 10 doesn't seem significant. But if you look at it as 10 and you hit that goal, boom, now you go to the next goal. So I really want you guys to think about that. You know, we're 3 months into 2021. I don't know, that seems crazy to me. And I feel like here, if you feel like you're, you know, not where you hoped you'd be, you know, January 1st, we come out of the gates, we're swinging, we're ready, we're motivated, we're all in. You know, if you feel like, well, here I am in March, I'm 60 days in, and I'm just right back where I was, you know, 6 months ago, then this is the next step, okay? This is what you need to focus on this month, all right? So today, I'm gonna walk you through this. Hopefully, if you're on Instagram, you grab my swipe up. If you're on Facebook, start a watch party right now. Your friends and family are gonna wanna see this, but I'm gonna put the link, actually, if I have any good people, well, no, I'm gonna put the link in the comments below for you guys to download this free habit tracker, okay? So you can download it, you can print it off, you can write out your goals. But grab a pen and paper, we're gonna go ahead and write out our goals right now. All right, one of the things that I tell my clients over and over is you gotta be dialed in on your why, okay? So you have to have these big global goals. You know, why are you putting forth this effort? Why are you limiting alcohol versus drinking every night? Why are you waking up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym? Why are you being conscious of your food choices? Because the days in which things get rough, like the other day when I had that stressful day and I just wanted to like eat a pint of Ben and Jerry's, those people that are dialed into their why are going to be able to manage that scenario better than the people that are just willy-nilly in it. Okay, so maybe on the back, I want you to think about your global whys. And I mean, it may be very like superficial. I'm getting married, you know, there's nothing more motivated than a wedding to get your butt in shape, the best shape of your life. You know, maybe you're getting married in 6 months. You know, maybe you just had a baby, working to, you know, bounce back after, you know, your pregnancy. Maybe you have a big trip. Maybe you're turning, you know, 50. Maybe you want to get on the ground. Maybe you've got a grandchild coming and you want to be able to get on the ground, play with your grandchild and get back up. All right. Maybe you want to run a mile. Okay. Whatever it may be. Maybe you want to manage your diabetes. Maybe you want to get rid of your hypertension. You know, maybe you want to, who knows? There's no one right thing. Maybe you want to sleep better. Maybe you want to have more energy. These are your big global whys, all right? Then we have to think about the small things that we know we need to do consistently in order to, you know, be 50 and fabulous, in order to, you know, feel our best at our wedding, in order to, you know, bounce back after pregnancy. What are the things you need to do consistently? And I always say, look at, you know, a lot of times people will maybe idolize someone like, oh, I want to look like her. I want to have her energy. I want to be as happy as her. You know, I want to, you know, be as strong as her. I want to do all the push-ups she does. And sometimes it's like, what do you think she does? Okay. What do you think she does to get there? Maybe that's the way you look at it. Okay. Because again, it's all about the things that we do consistently over and over. Now, if you're feeling off track, all right, and you're overwhelmed, then trust me, you don't need 10 things on your habit tracker, okay? You want to keep it super simple. And that's the deal. Start with 2 or 3 this month. Be consistent with those. Be successful with those. Then build on it, add to it. Okay, so I want to take you through my habit tracker from last month, okay? So this is from February. I was gone like the first week of February, so I started a little bit late. You know, there's no one right way. And I would say, I don't know, you guys jump in the comments. Overall, does this look like an excellent month, a good month, or a bad month? Okay, so we got excellent, good, bad. All right, tell me what you think. Put that in the comments. Okay, I'm gonna go through my goals. Okay, now I wanna say this because I was doing a bunch of one-on-one calls with a bunch of my monthly people in January. And I was talking to this lady and we were going through her habits and she was like, you know, bum, 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 10,000 steps, but I never hit that one. And I'm like, okay, well, why did you put 10,000 steps? And she said, well, because you have 10,000 steps. And so, and you told me like 10,000 steps is good. And I was like, okay, but if like 10,000 steps is nowhere in the realm of your possibility, well, then your goal shouldn't be 10,000 steps, okay? So you have to set goals that are achievable, all right? And the thing with her is it was the winter months. She lives north. It's hard to get outside. Getting her steps in is a lot harder in the winter months. And I said, okay, what do you average? She said about 5,000. I was like, so your goal is 6,000, okay? So just because I make these goals for me, it doesn't mean they're your goals, okay? If you're not working out at all, then your goal is to work out once a week, okay? And this is the key to breaking that all or nothing mindset. And I'm a huge proponent of this, okay? Because so many people feel like if I can't do it all, if I can't work out 5 days a week, I'm not gonna work out one. One's not effective enough. Yeah, it is, okay? Yes, it is. It's 100% better than what you did last week. And that's the thing is you've got to take these opportunities to create momentum and build on them. So I'm going to read my goals, but just because I have to hit 10,000 steps a day doesn't mean that's your goal. All right, so let me go through. So mine are 80 ounces of water a day, protein shake every day, vitamins. I have all of these vitamins that I take or want to take, and I was like never taking them. And so the minute I put it on my tracker, I had to put an X. I take them every freaking day. That's a guaranteed X. That's an easy X, okay? Take my vitamins. The protein shake is because I recognize the power of protein. I'm all about optimizing my protein. It's my most important macronutrient. And I know I've tracked long enough that I do not drink a protein shake because I need 110 grams of protein a day. I don't get it. So the days I drink a protein shake, I'm 90% more likely to effortlessly hit my protein. The days I don't, I am 90% likely to not hit my protein. So guess what? It's a daily goal. 10,000 steps, workout, no food after 8 p.m. So I do practice intermittent fasting. My eating window is typically 12 to 8. But the reason why I want to stop eating at 8 p.m. because I can stop at 9 and fast till 1. I don't have a problem with that. I can stop at 10 and fast till noon. Like, that's still a good fast. But I want to stop eating 3 hours before bedtime, because the more I can get through that digestive period, the better my sleep is. And sleep and recovery is a big priority for me in 2021. So I know, based on data that I'm collecting from my CGM, from my Oura Ring, that when I eat right before bed, my sleep is not as good, okay? My sleep is not as recovering. Is that a word? Recovering? Yes, it is a word, but maybe used in the wrong way. I don't know. But, so I want to stop eating 3 hours before I go to bed. You'll hear what my bedtime is in just a second. No food after 8 p.m., okay? No eating out, okay? So I want to try to cook at home. I want to try to eat more food at home. No alcohol. Okay, now some of these goals are not intended to be absolutes. So I put no alcohol, but this is all about 80-20. And that's why I asked you guys, you know, when you look at this, is this an excellent, is this good, or is this a bad month, okay? Because it's not about being perfect, all right? It's about being better than we were, all right? It's about progress over perfection. So I say no alcohol, but at the end of the day, at the end of the month, I want to be alcohol-free 80% of the time, all right? That's my goal with all my goals, okay? In my mind, if I hit my goal 80% of the time, it's an excellent month for that goal. That's how we look at it. Not 100%. I mean, 100% is like freaking awesome, okay? But 80% is what we're looking at. So maybe you're, I'm trying to think of something that you kind of want to stop doing, you know? So alcohol is something that I want to stop doing. So I say no, and I try to do it less. A magnesium soak. I'm all about optimizing my magnesium. Guys, magnesium is your missing mineral, okay? I'm here to tell you, if you are not thinking about optimizing your magnesium, you are missing out, all right? That's a whole nother live. We'll do that later. And then my last one is TV off at 11 p.m., okay? I'm a night owl. Like, I love to stay up late at night. I mean, I grind all day long. I work all day long, nonstop. And it's like the minute I get into bed, and I usually go to bed at about 8 o'clock. I'm up with you guys now. I watch TV. It's like the moment that I can like relax. It's like my time, you know? And I will sit there till 3 in the morning watching Bravo, okay? I will. And so even as tired as I am, I'll just stay up because I feel like it's my time. So one of my goals is no TV after 11 o'clock, okay? So no eating after 8 p.m. Bedtime is 11 o'clock, so that's my 3-hour window. And then that gives me a good, 7 to 8 hours of sleep, 6 to 7 hours of sleep, so that's good. Okay, so looking through the last month, I see a lot of you are saying, it's excellent, you did great. And I would say this is it's a great month, okay? Probably not excellent, it wasn't perfect. So when I look at my goals, so this is out of 23 days because I just skipped the first week of February. So we're doing 23 days. So my water, my protein shake, 21 out of 23 days. Check that off. That's 91%. That's freaking awesome, okay? Next one was 20%. My vitamins, my steps, my workouts were all 20. So that's 87%. Check. That was a good one. Okay, then the next one is 16%. So 16% of the time 16 times I did not eat out. All right, so that was 70% of the time. Pretty close, pretty close. Still could use some improvement on that. Let's see here. 14 times out of 23, I stopped eating after 8 p.m. All right, 14 times. That's kind of like half, okay? It was actually 61%. So definitely my problem area. Late night eating, my problem area. All right. So that was 16%. Magnesium soak, I only did 26% of the time, so that was not good. I'd like to get that at least to 50%. TV off at 11, 16 times, so 70%. So some of my biggest issues, again, not eating after 8 p.m. and turning my TV off at 11, were right at about, 60, 70%. So again, my goal maybe is to get 75% next month, okay? My goal is to do better, but overall, yes, I say that's a win. And so that's how you utilize this to look back at your month, okay? How many of you can really say you drank 64 ounces of water every single day for the last month? Okay, can you really say that 80% of the time you didn't drink? Oh, by the way, is that true? Yes, 100%. I did not drink any in 23 days in February, because I drank a lot in January and in the first week of February. So, I mean, that's not really a huge win, but to me, it was a very good win. So that was 100%. But, it's really, did you only drink 80% the last month? Because here's the deal. I think it's very easy to look back and say, I've worked my butt off the last 4 weeks. I've gone to the gym. I've done everything. I've been doing. But when you really go back and you add it up, it's like, well, 60% of the time, I was this, and this, okay? 70%, it's like, okay, are you gonna get the results you want by doing the habits that you need to do 60% of the time? Are you? Tell me. No, you're not, okay? You really have to put forth that 80% in order to see progress. Now, 60, 70% will definitely help you maintain. So if you're looking to maintain right now, then you're in the right place, okay? 60, 70. But I think it's very eye-opening. I actually had a gal reach out to me at the end of February, and she's like, Amanda, I did the habit tracker. I ended February. Oh, wait, this was February. It was the end of January. I ended January, and I'm gonna tell you, I was disappointed. Like, I was not happy with my results. I felt like I crushed the month. She said, but then I went back and tallied up my habit tracker, and four of my most important goals, I only did 60% of the time. It felt like I did them 99% of the time, but in reality, I only did them 60% of the time. So now I have a clear understanding of what I need to put my effort into for the next 4 weeks, and I recognize that the results I get are what I got based on the effort I put in, okay? So I just think that this exercise is it's just very black and white, and it's very truthful, okay? So again, March 1st, here we are, new month, new opportunity to set some new goals. I would love to, let me know what questions you have, because I'm gonna go back and answer your questions. But I really want you to sit down, especially if you're feeling overwhelmed, okay? Because here's the deal. When I hear from clients that are like, Amanda, I'm trying to get back on track. I'm trying to get into a better routine. I'm trying to not eat like an asshole every single day. I do good for 2 days, and then I'm in a bottle of wine on Wednesday. And I feel like when people reach out to me, typically, I mean, my advice is always the same. Do something. You've got to do something, okay? And the reason for that is it's like, usually when you are feeling so overwhelmed, you do nothing, right? You just like, it's like you can't do it all, so you do nothing. So in this exercise, again, I was talking to another client, and I was like, read off to me. And I mean, I was like, dang, that's a lot of goals. How are you doing? She's like, well, the last 5, I haven't done any. And I'm like, okay, so you kind of set yourself up for fail because you tried to do too much. So I really want to reiterate that, start with 3 or 4, okay? Have 1 or 2 that are going to be automatics, like maybe taking your vitamins. Again, like, it's so funny. I got to have my gold star, okay? And I'm like, ooh, that's an easy gold star. Let me run and take my vitamins, Drinking my protein shake. Ooh, that's an easy gold star. Let me drink my protein shake. So, have a couple that are going to be pretty effortless, and then have one or two that are going to challenge you. And I want them to be specific. Okay, so sometimes people will say, track every day. Okay, or they'll say, because I'm all about nutritional awareness, so we do macro management. Or they'll say, hit my macros every day. And to me, that's not specific enough. Okay, so you got to take it a step back, and you got to figure out, well, where are you struggling the most with your macros? All right. Are you hitting your protein effortlessly every day? If you're doing that, then you don't need to worry about protein, okay? Are you over consuming carbohydrates? If carbohydrates are your issue, like you over consume carbs, then your goal should be something like, eat 150 carbs or less, eat 200 carbs or less, okay? And then that way, even if you're carb cycling, I always say any day that's a regular carb day is a good day. Okay, so if you make every day a carb controlled day, 150, 200 carbs a day, you're gonna see progress. Like, that's gonna be good. Trust me, when you're eating like an asshole, you're eating like 500, 600 carbs, all right? So make your goals very specific, okay? I wanna eat under this amount of carbs every day, or, no sugar. Like, I added that one this time because I have a huge sweet tooth. And to me, when I say no sugar, that means like processed sugar, like no cakes, no cookies, no pies, no candy. I'm not talking about like Lily's chocolate, that's acceptable. I'm not talking about fruit, that's acceptable. So, I define what that means to me. And again, I don't expect to be 100% no sugar. I expect to be 80% no sugar, okay? So at the end of the month, I want to calculate my percentages, and I want to be at 80%. Or pretty damn close, okay? So let me know, like, again, if you're struggling with how to like specify your, your goals, put that in the comments, and then I'll scroll through and do them. So I'm doing kind of all the same goals, except I added no sugar this time, and I'm gonna work on my magnesium. I got my magnesium soak in today, so I'm crossing that off. And I recognize that the two goals that I want to focus on the most are the no food after 8 p.m. and the turning the TV off at 11. Yeah, so, okay, let's see. Oh, Cancel, what are your questions? I'm jumping over here on Instagram. What is the best way to calculate protein per B-day and weight? So everyone's protein needs are going to be different. You need a minimum of half your current weight. If you know your percent body fat, if you know your muscle mass, then that's the most accurate way to calculate your goal weight. Your protein needs. It'll be about 1 gram per pound of lean muscle mass. So again, just make sure if you don't have a perfect calculation, you're getting at least half your body weight. Hey, what's up? January was not great. February was better. Going to make March great. I love that, Lauren. Build on it. Meds, I'm shooting for 100%. Good goal. How do I get enough energy in the morning for exercise prior to eating at 12? Okay, so I think good sleep is a priority for that. How's your sleep? And here's the interesting thing. So I have an Oura Ring. I also have a Garmin. I just got a Garmin. I got the Garmin, I don't know which Garmin it is, but you can probably look it up, because it stays charged for 7 days. And I ain't got no time to be charging no watch every night. So I had an Apple Watch for 24 hours and I returned it. And so this has a little sleep tracker. My Oura Ring, I think, is the most accurate. But here's the deal, okay? I struggle to sleep. I struggle to go to sleep, okay? Once I get to sleep, I'm good. My husband, literally, he comes in the bed and he like lays his head on the pillow, and 30 seconds later, he's like sawing logs. I literally cuss him every night. I'm like, how do you do that? Okay, how does that happen? But he has a horrible sleep score, okay? So he has no problem falling asleep, but he has a horrible sleep score. Maybe he's got a little sleep apnea, maybe he's got some snoring issues, I don't know, he hasn't really dived into why his sleep sucks, but it's so funny because it's like when I go to sleep, I sleep really well. I have a good sleep score. but you know, he goes to sleep very effortlessly. So sleep is a big issue. Electrolytes, you might need some salt. All right, we're reading the Salt Fix. We had our book club last night. I'm gonna bring you a whole live on salt because it is just powerful. So most people are under eating on salt. Salt might be your second missing link right there. So sodium, actually a little salt at bedtime helps you go to sleep. Adding salt, adding electrolytes, adding potassium, adding magnesium. So I love electrolyte water. I think that that's really powerful. You know, if you're doing a workout in the morning, BCAAs, branched chain amino acids, can be really helpful. And here's the thing, I am all about, you know, fueling your body with what it needs. And if you wake up and you need fuel, eat, okay? Stick to a 12-hour fast. 12 hours is the best place to start, okay? And it could be just getting you in a better rhythm with whole food nutrition, with, you know, better sleep patterns, with less sugar, to get you having more energy. Love it. My first thing to accomplish tomorrow morning. Oh, I love that. Yes. Take a picture, throw it in your stories and tag me. So when the 7 weeks is over, what will be available afterwards? Will we have the tracker? I love it. Heather's all in the lane, all in the lane. Yeah, ask your lean questions in the app. It's Monday, the first of the month, and I'm in a bottle of wine. I so needed to hear this. Girl, I feel you. We are all living in that bottle of wine every once in a while. But here you go. Today, today, right now, after that glass of wine is the perfect fresh start. Absolutely. Get out your tracker, write down your goals, start fresh, clean tomorrow morning for sure. Oops, I always do that. Just look back at my habits so far this year, and some of them are oof, especially alcohol. I get it. Yes, I had a friend who did this in 2020, and she's like, she's like, I hate you, and she's like, I took your little challenge, and I was like, what? And she's like, I downloaded a habit tracker, and I put alcohol in there, and she's like, honestly, if you'd have asked me how many times I drink a week, I would have said 2. And she said, but in reality, I was drinking easily 3 to 4. And it was like the things that would pop up, like a girlfriend would call me and, you know, come grab a drink, I've had a long day. Or, you know, the book club would pop up. Or, you know, she's like the things that I just assumed it was always Friday and Saturday. But, you know, the little things kind of popped up. And I realized I was drinking 4 days a week. So it's very eye-opening. And it's like, it's the facts. You know, you can go back, and here's the way I look at it. Like, this is a great month, okay? So you can look back, and I can see how I feel right now. And I feel good. Like, trust me, right here, I felt real bad coming out of the January that I had. And I feel good. And I can look back and say, well, no wonder I feel good. I worked my butt off. Like, I did a lot of good things to feel this way, okay? Now, you can also look back at it and say, I feel like shit. I didn't see any progress. I'm not making any movement. I'm right where I was. And you can look back and maybe you only have half the axes and you're like, well, no wonder, okay? I put in half the effort. I got half the results. Or you may still feel like shit and you look at this and you're like, what's the deal? I'm doing it all. But yet there's one thing that pops out, your sleep. You're doing it all, but your sleep. That could be your missing link. The one thing you're missing is sleep, okay? And it's like if you put all your energy into focusing on your sleep, what if that was the missing link? Maybe it's alcohol. Maybe you're doing everything right. You're making your alcohol fit your macros. You're tracking it, but you're drinking it way too much. What if the next 30 days you pull it out and all of a sudden it's the biggest difference? Okay, maybe it's your workouts, maybe it's your steps, maybe it's your stress management. Who knows? But this really helps you to identify what it could be, okay? Because it's different for everybody. It's different for everybody. How long do you do the magnesium soak? I do my soak for 40 minutes. I stick my feet in there. I was watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta while I did it. So a lot of times I try to habit stack and I do my meditation while I'm soaking. Minimum is 20 minutes, but yes, trying to optimize that level. What do you get? How do you get your magnesium? I'm doing a transdermal magnesium soak. I will post about it in my stories. or I will message all of you guys that are asking about it. Can you explain about the magnesium soak? I will do a whole live on it. Yes, because it is so important. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to start setting goals and keep myself accountable. Yes, Katrina, that's what it's all about. Can you eat too much protein at one time? So protein utilization is important, okay? It is important to space out your protein, absolutely. There's not really a set number of how much protein you can absorb in one sitting. It's not a magic number. I mean, if you have a male that needs 200, 300 grams of protein, well, they may eat 60 grams at a meal, and they may utilize that because they have the muscle mass to utilize it. So it is most ideal to space your protein out. My suggestion is take your protein goal, divide it by 3. That's how you should be looking at your protein. So yeah, don't do it all at once. Check out Entourage Victory Podcast. Okay, Celebrity Crush, Blondes Rule the World. Okay, don't know what that's about. What's the ring you're wearing that tracks your sleep? Oura, O-U-R-A. I actually have an IGTV on it that you can check out. You're inspiring, keep it real. Yay, Erica, thank you. So excited to join on the 15th, finally get myself where I need to be. I love that. We do still have spots open for Lean that started today, so join us. For a beginner who tends to get overwhelmed and then quits, how many goals should we start with? Such a great question, Kelly. 3. I would start with 3. Start with 3, okay? Yes, keep it simple. Do you ever feel sick after soaking your feet? I ordered it. Some people do have that very intense response to the magnesium soak. I'll talk about that in my live video when I do that. And Amanda, I'll also send you a video from the person that I used it from. Look at Matt Blackburn up on my video. I'm so honored. Have you ever used a sensory deprivation float tank? No, I would love to. There's actually one here in Lexington. I would love to try that. Love you, Matt. Love you. I have all your supplements. Dr. Josh Ack says 2 30-minute Epsom salts baths should be what one needs. Is this what you mentioned in your soaps? No, it's a different soap. Epsom salt is good, but you're not going to get the type of magnesium utilization that you would get in this transdermal soap. But that's a great way to relax for sure. Been doing your program for 2 years. I've never felt better. Yay! I love them. I love you, Lee. You are awesome. Any advice on trying to develop early morning workout habits? Early morning workouts are always low energy for me, but eliminates taking myself out of it later in the day. Okay, so I can relate to this. I used to work out at 5:30 p.m. every day, and I never in my life thought I would wake up at 5:30 a.m. to do workouts. And I would start with 1 a week. That's what I would do. I would make it your goal. And here's the deal, like set it. Wednesday, I'm gonna set the alarm. I'm not gonna hit snooze. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do my workout. And then get used to that one day. And then next month, add another, okay? Add another. And then the next month, add another. And slowly you can kind of move all your workouts to the morning. I know for me, whenever I leave my workouts late in the afternoon, it is 50-50. Sometimes it doesn't get done. Sometimes it does get done. So it's good to try to get it out of the way first thing in the morning. I also think that you gotta optimize your sleep, okay? So you gotta get in bed, you gotta sleep in order to wake up kind of early, recovered, and kind of ready to work out. I do think it takes a good 4 to 5 weeks to get adapted to those early morning workouts. So those first couple of weeks, you ain't gonna feel great, all right? But I think over time, you do feel better. I felt really depleted in my initial workouts. Any advice on, okay, we said that one. One of your old patients from Center for Weight Loss, 18 years ago. I love watching you every day. You've helped me get back on track. I love that, Stacy. Congratulations. I love the magnesium soaks. Me too. Yes. What are your top vitamins you suggest? Well, that's a whole nother live we can talk about. That's a fantastic idea. 1 day a week for early morning workouts. Brilliant. Thank you. Awesome job, guys. Agree. Love the idea starting with one. And again, it really comes down to do something, okay? I think that we live in this world of just over perfection and all or nothing, and we set ourselves up to fail. I see it all the time in my clients where it's like, ultimately, you know that you need to work out 4 days a week because 4 days is more than, than you're not, but you're not working out at all. So setting yourself up to work out 4 days a week is just setting yourself up to failure. So again, 1 day this week is 100% better than no days last week. So you can call that an improvement of 100%. So take that and move on it. So, all right, guys, download your habit tracker, set up at least 3 goals for March. I'm going to come back at the end of March. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to share my month. Okay. I never know. I have good intentions. I feel really good about this month. I have good intentions to follow through with, my, intentions. I have good intentions for my intentions. But there's always something that can kind of derail you. So the biggest thing that you have to understand, and I'm going to leave you guys with this: 1 day, 1 meal, 1 slip up does not make or break your success. It is your ability to reset immediately that determines your progress. All right. So if you walk in tomorrow morning into an office full of donuts and you have 3 donuts, it's not an excuse to eat like an asshole at lunch. Okay. And it's definitely not an excuse to say, well, I'll start next Monday. Okay. You eat a couple of donuts, so be it. Guess what? Lunch is what you packed. You're on track. You have the ability to recover right then and there. Okay. And that's the decision. That's what you have to talk yourself through. Am I going to recover right now? Am I going to make this day a good day? Am I going to end on a good note? Or am I going to use that, slip up in the morning in order to, blow it for the rest of the day? That's the big thing, guys. That's what we got to work through. So, yes, the tracker is available to everybody. I will make sure that you have access to it. Free download. So let's do it. Let's do it. Here's to March Madness. Love you guys. All right. If you're on Facebook, be sure to share this video. I know your friends and family would love to see it. They want to download the habit tracker. They want to make March amazing. If you're watching this on Instagram, I'm going to save it to my IGTV. Tag your friends and family so they can get all the access and be in our March Madness habit tracker. All right, guys. Love you. Talk to you soon. Bye. Going down. Let's see. Download. Yes. Bye, baby.